For products and apparel that show off your love of soaps, visit the Soap Hub shop today. Days of Our Lives spoilers for August 24th through 28th, 2020 tease a terrifying encounter for Ciara Brady, a custody hearing that pits brother against sister, and the exit of two fan favorites. Ben's unconscious desire to murder Ciara begins to fully manifest itself, leading the troubled young man to take his bride on a tour of Paige Larson's old dormitory. He recalls how he strangled the life out of the budding musician, and then he makes a move to attack Ciara. Her love and concern for him allows Ben to briefly regain control, and together, the two uncover the fact that Ben has been subjected to torturous conditioning by Eve. Still, even that revelation isn't enough to quell Ben's murderous intent. He remains in control of his faculties only long enough to force Ciara into the dorm's bathroom. He orders her to lock the door, but then he starts to break his way in. Meanwhile, Hope and Rafe get a tip on Eve's whereabouts, and they are able to locate and arrest her. Hope manages to extract Ben and Ciara's location, but by the time that she arrives, her daughter is nowhere to be found, and a disheveled Ben has no idea whether or not he did her great harm. Nicole is desperate to ensure that she and Eric will be named the guardians of Allie's baby, and she'll use any means at her disposal to seize that victory. When she overhears Sammy admit to her role in John's collapse, Nicole makes a beeline for Belle, telling her all that she knows. In response, Belle drops her sister as a client, leaving Sammy with no other choice but to represent herself. Nicole thinks that she and Eric have the case in the bag, especially since they have the letter that Allie penned before her exit. Even so, Sammy has a number of aces up her sleeve. First, she'll bring up Nicole's past as a baby switcher. Then she'll accuse Nicole of murdering Deimos Kyriakis, and threaten to produce corroborating evidence. Since Nicole is actually guilty of the crime, she'll be left in a panic, and her troubles will be further compounded when Sammy calls Eric to the stand to confirm her claims. Spoilers reveal that the former priest will tell a few white lies in order to protect his wife, and that the case will be adjourned. Those same spoilers also promise that neither Sammy nor Nicole will show any move toward admitting defeat. Jake and Gabby share a kiss and wind up making love, a move that doesn't sit too well with Gwen. She'll confront her roommate and occasional lover and cause quite the commotion. Meanwhile, Eduardo breaks his way into Rafe's abode and shares some disturbing news with his son. It turns out that he's on the run from some angry acquaintances, and that they're on their way to hurt Rafe and Gabby. Rafe and his father share the news with Gabby, and the Hernandez siblings make the decision to bid Salem adieu, lest they both meet an untimely end. Days of Our Lives made its debut on November 8, 1965, and is the second longest running daytime drama currently on the air. The show shot to the #1 spot in the ratings in the early 1970s, and has been a fan favorite thanks to its emphasis on romance, adventure, and relationships. The Horton family has been a staple of the show since its inception, and other households have been added over the years, including the Bradys, the Demaras, the Kyriakises, and the Hernandez clan. Two of the show's most enduring love stories are the ones belonging to Marlena Evans and John Black, and to Patch and Kayla. Ken Corday is the executive producer, Albert Alar is the co-executive producer, and Ron Carlivati is the head writer. The three of them certainly know how to entertain, and to keep fans coming back for more, which has led Days of Our Lives to stay running for so long. The other three remaining shows are General Hospital, The Young and the Restless, and The Bold and the Beautiful. Days of Our Lives airs weekdays on NBC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For up-to-the-minute spoilers and news, sign up for our free newsletter.